This NFL recap and Monday Night Football props edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Over.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man. San Diego Superchargers.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money great with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Oh, happy Sunday. Happy Thanksgiving. Belated, of course.
Yes.
Congratulations to all the new millionaires at the Circa Grandissimo.
Wow. Yeah. If you missed it, the Circa was down to 6 contestants. 3 of the contestants in the Grandissimo selected the Baltimore Ravens. 3 of the contestants selected the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, both those teams lost outright. And so they all lost, but then they also all won because they had 6 winners who chopped a $18 million pot. So that was, or sorry, no, it was
$6 million pot.
Sorry,
$6.9 million.
6.9. You're correct. 18 million is what the full survivor is, or the regular survivor. Unfortunately, our buddy CJ was also on the Ravens, and it was even in the Circa Survivor, it was crazy because all the dogs on Thanksgiving won outright, and there were a couple people who only had dogs left to select, and they ended up getting through. Which, if you had one of the 7-point favorites, you were probably pretty annoyed.
It also brings, I mean, you have to have the conversation. There's now a whole industry based on, well, there has been, but it's gotten much bigger around strategy for survivor pools. How to be contrarian, how to miss the landmines, how to make it far in these things. Does this not at least a little bit point out that playing the game correctly still put you in the same position as everyone else, which is the variance of an NFL weekend?
Survivor.
And so does it not make you rethink the idea of saving teams, or is this just a bad output, good process?
Yeah, you can try and save teams, but in the end, it doesn't. It may not matter. So, yeah, I think, if this, for me, if anything, is a reminder, hey, just get to next week. As simple as it sounds, don't even worry about saving teams for the holidays, because if you get there, it could be a crazy situation. So, yeah, I mean, but also we weren't really going out of our way to save holiday teams. I mean, maybe we should have had the Ravens and whatever. So,
I just think it's when something like this happens where you could have played it, you could have had the top 3 options. If you had those 3 teams available, you would have been spotlighted by one of those survivor accounts. Like, look at this guy.
They're set up.
Still has all these holiday teams ready, and it really meant nothing. And then, to follow up the Thanksgiving weekend with, the Rams completely laying the egg on week 13B or whatever, the second weekend.
I'm sure that knocked out a bunch of people.
As many as you'd think. The Chargers was the chalk play of the weekend, but even that, Herbert goes, you got Trey Lance early in the first half.
That got a little
playing snaps. So you had just a number of people flying by the seat of their pants there, but 7 were on the Dolphins too, which got a little dicey there at the end.
That game was way more interesting than it should have been. It was a complete dud for most of the game, and then got interesting there at the end. All right, we got the hotline is open. Our buddy Japan is checking in. Olan is checking in. I'm sure he wants to tout about his Bears beating the Eagles. We're going to get to those calls. I think let's start with. I did not think this would be the game of Sunday. And I don't know what was the game of the week. It might have been this Sunday night game. It was a wild, crazy finish. Washington. So the Broncos win 27-26. Washington Redskins Commander football team get the cover. It was a great game by Marcus Mariota as Chris Collinsworth. I know everyone was commenting it. To me, it sounded like he was trying to pronounce his name as if he was Japanese. And I even had Grok make a samurai character for Marcus Mariota.
Mariota,
you will bring great pride to our family, Marcus Mariota. And like, did I miss him changing his name? What's going on? Well, all of a sudden you got kind of Japanese sounding pronunciation. I thought Mariota.
Arigato, Mr. Mariota. It clearly someone now. I mean, all right. So we know that obviously the NFL and the teams provide pronunciation guides.
Yeah.
Clearly, someone got to Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Hey, bro," like maybe it was Mariota himself. Was
someone
like, hey,
tweeted
bro.
out a video of Marcus Mariota pronouncing his own name, and it sounds way closer. If anything, there's something he does slightly different on the A part.
I'll be honest,
but certainly not the "t" at the end.
It's like certain cultures and certain people they learn to make different sounds, and I like. Anyone, I mean, this is going to sound strange. Anyone from the islands, I'll just leave it to. There's other like English speaking islands out there, at least of Samoan, whatever descent, Polynesian. They just say shit cooler than we do. The way the inflection points, the cadence, and I think anytime you get a Hawaiian guy in the NFL, a white guy is going to butcher his name. And the worst thing you can do when butchering a name is go hard-o the other way, and like basically what like a Chris Collinsworth wearing a cultural some sort of cultural headdress to pronounce Marcus Mariota the correct way. It's like, dude, just give up.
Yeah,
you can't say the word. You're a fucking you're a donkey white guy who.
But listen to Marcus Mariota pronounce his own name. Yeah. It doesn't sound. It sounds like Mariota.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because he's getting too cultural. That's the whole thing. Like white guy being too cold. Yeah, I don't know. What struck me as weird is I came into the office and brought it up, and you were already on top of it. This was like it took over the game for me, and this was an electric game, but it was an electric game filled with Chris Collinsworth trying really, really hard to pronounce Marcus Mariota's name correctly.
Go Beavs nailed it. He said it reminds him of
Tua Tagovailoa. The quarterback.
The way he finishes that.
The quarterback. So the game itself it was kind of a boring. It was a weird game. It wasn't super exciting, but then those last couple minutes and then going into overtime, Washington converting all these 4th downs, them getting bailed out with a pass interference. The refs. I mean, I'm not a Commanders fan, but my God. If you're a Commanders fan, you got to be pretty pissed at some of the missed calls, including like that one play where Marcus Mariota was down, but he was down because the Broncos guy tripped him. And Broncos just continue to get by the skin of their teeth, especially on the road. Now they've had some, I guess, more quality wins at home, but the Broncos are 10-2. And I feel like I was catching so much shit earlier on in the season. Oh, Broncos, yeah, you think they're going to win #1 seed AFC West, and now they keep winning these games, and it's with good offensive line play, really good defense. Bo Nix having some okay moments, some shitty moments all over the place.
It's very strange.
He had some good moments.
It's obviously more good play calling than anything else, but he's obviously the one executing.
Yeah. No, and I don't.
Now, I sit down and I think about this I try to look at the NFL through many lenses.
Yes.
And I say, wow, if Shane Bowen wasn't a complete piece of shit, and Jackson Dart wasn't sniped out of the NFL, out of the Bears game by the NFL concussion police, those are the 1 seeds in the National Football League right now.
Who, the Bears and
the Broncos?
Yeah, 2
teams I watched Jackson Dart have his way with, basically.
And what was his record in those 0-2 though?
Well, he got taken out of the game by the NFL concussion
and the Bears,
police, and Shane Bowen no longer with us.
R.I.P. Shane Bowen. We're going to talk about that game, Ryan.
But
when we get to the Monday Night Props.
what? All right. If you're give me your top three, your insta fading wild card weekend in the. I mean, all right.
Well, this is
the loophole for the Broncos is they get the 1 seed. They don't play in wild card weekend,
and they're going to be at home.
First game in the playoffs that this team plays. Give me your top 3 fade teams.
Top 3 fade first weeks. Well, do the Steelers make the playoffs? Because
I feel like every AFC team is going to be on that list for me.
Yeah,
Jags, Colts, Broncos,
Ravens,
Patriots.
I mean,
anyone from the AFC North.
It's crazy. I mean, it's. This is what's awesome about the NFL. There truly is a ton of parity. Now, right now, who would you say is the best team in the NFL? Certainly the Rams would have a good case, but you lose to Bryce Young, that kind of hurts your case.
Eric Eager posted something today. Oh, okay. He popped his fucking head up. Yeah, that's the worst part about this Panther situation. Yeah, I mean, even that you could, it was on the road against the Panthers team that's very good, and you were due a letdown spot.
Sure.
Or at least I shouldn't say very good, has played well of late.
They're 7-6, the Panthers, with a -50 point differential. That's insane. But then you look at the AFC: Broncos 1 seed, 10-2; Pats 2 seed, 10-2; Jags 3 seed right now because they have the tiebreaker in the AFC South, 8-4. That team looks horrible at times. And on the other side, Bears 1 seed. Nice win over the Eagles. Congrats, Olan. Rams 2 seed, both 9-3. Eagles 8-4. Obviously have been struggling as of late. Bucks 7-5.
There's going to be so many bad teams in the playoffs. Did not look
good against the Cardinals. Seahawks. The Seahawks are 9-3, but would you trust Sam Darnold in a playoff game? I know they just destroyed the Vikings, Ryan, but that was. Can you have an?
Let's compare the Seahawks and the Broncos.
Can you have an ugly 26-0 win? Because I think the Seahawks had it.
That's my issue. These Broncos games, they are in flux the entire time with this defense playing the way they are, with the play calling. Sam Darnold has had a couple games where he's had multiple game losing turnover games.
Yep.
And they still win on the pleaser card, Sean.
It's crazy.
So to answer your question, I think the Seahawks have to be taken seriously because the defense is so good. And Sam Darnold has provided us losing performances in games that they crush it anyway.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I wouldn't put them on the fade list if I'm being honest.
AK Parlay said, are the 49ers under the radar right now? They're the 7th seed. They're 9-4.
I've been saying this for a little while. I backed them the last couple of weeks. I'm never a Niners guy, but it seems like they're one of these teams that is
maybe
schedule is set up the right way for them to kind of crescendo here without having to show a ton and get healthy. I mean, this is a team that was comically injured this
defense, super banged up,
still banged up. Though.
Yeah, and
still not good. Still let Shador look a little.
Yeah, good. I can't imagine that defense holding up for multiple playoff games. But hats off, Salah's done a great job coaching them up. And then even on the other teams in the AFC right now, the Ravens are in at the AFC North 6-6, but now the Bengals are 4-8. They're right behind them. The Bengals have a shot to win the AFC North, Ryan. If you want to bring that price up, that's an interesting conversation. The Chargers are the 5 seed, 8-4. They got the Eagles Monday night. Justin Herbert is having hand surgery. He broke his hand in that game. Shout out to him. He finished the game. And then you got the Colts. Danny Dimes playing on a broken leg. Kind of a gutty performance in a loss.
If you want to talk about a team, I think there's 2 teams I think could find themselves out of the playoffs. That right now, Colts obviously.
Yep.
But I mean, if the Niners do crescendo and the Seahawks continue to dominate teams, Rams have a couple more trip ups. Old quarterback, maybe someone gets banged up. Could the Rams randomly be looking like on the outside looking in? It's not a year where the 7 seed's going to be weak.
Yeah. No, this is and the 7th seed in the AFC is the Bills right now, which nice win at Pittsburgh.
All right, so you want to? All right, so first division price. You asked for
AFC
the Bengals.
North. Yep,
8+. As we're talking, the price in front of my face just went from +900 to +850.
Yeah, people are having the. I'll tell you who's interesting is this Texans team. Now they're on the bubble right now at 7-5, but that as far as units that have been pretty consistent and playing at a high level, the Texans defense certainly is that.
Well, and as they kind of found Woody Marks, but also offensive line not complete trash. But they now have some receivers. Higgins having some time, but without Nico Collins out there now, with Nico Collins out there, you're starting to build up this. You have a kind of a bullpen of slot receivers and threes.
The slot.
I still don't trust CJ Stroud for shit.
It's fair.
And I think at the end of the day, like this division is going to get 2 teams in, which is wild. For the Texans to be one of the teams, obviously the Colts have to fall out in my mind.
Chiefs are the 10 seed right now. The 10 seed, right?
Well, and they play the Texans next week, so
that's not an easy game.
Do you want to hear DVOA's take on the matter?
Sure.
And these are
I know they were super high.
Actually, you know what? It's not worth talking about because they're not updated. But before this week, Rams, Seahawks, Colts, Detroit, Kansas City, Green Bay, Denver, Philly, Houston, Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting mix of, the teams that you trust are kind of on the outside looking in, or at least not playing well right now.
All right. We got a lot to get to. We're going to break down all the games and hit you with our Monday Night Football picks. Before we do, of course, shout out to Novig, baby. Get in over on Novig. I was just talking to someone like, hey, I'm looking for some action. I go, have you tried Novig? America's #1 sports prediction market. Spend $5, get $50. Promo code SGPN, available in a ton of states. Download the Novig app today. Get involved. I was just checking some of their first touchdown prices. Bunch of great ways to get down over on the Novig app. Use that promo code SGPN. Spend $5, get $50. All right, going back to Thanksgiving, Packers get the win and the cover as a outright dog, 31-24. I mean, this to me is the biggest takeaway is the Lions offensive line is pretty rough. Dan Campbell taking over play calling hasn't seemed to have given them a spark there. The Lions defense has had some real issues. Nice win by the Packers, playing pretty good football. And then Frank Ragnow unretired, but then had to retire because he reported with a grade 3 hamstring injury. How do you show up and not know you have a grade 3 hamstring injury? So that's kind of highlights how bad things are going for the Lions right now. And the Lions, I don't think the Lions make the playoffs right now, Ryan.
I mean, there's a lot of fun to be had in the AFC in terms of teams to miss, but yeah, the Lions I think that's pretty surprising. I thought the Dan Campbell takeover of play calling duties was a little surprising, like not even on our radar.
Yeah. And
then he's taking over play calling duties, and the reports are because he wants to get the ball to Jamison Williams more. I watched the shortcut of this game in the background as I was doing something else, and it does seem like their offensive line is a problem.
That's the biggest
Jared Goff is, when not having an elite running game / offensive line, has had issues, and Packers, like I expected, like I talked about on the prop show, there was going to be shit down the field for him. Nailed the first touchdown in this game.
Yes, nice cash.
And it sucks that I have to say something nice about Jordan Love, but I mean,
played pretty good. They're getting some of the receivers healthy, and seems like their offensive line a little bit better. So they'll be an interesting watch moving forward. Cowboys get the win, 31-28 over the Chiefs.
That is a disgusting
horrible Thanksgiving. Dak starts the game off great with a nice interception. Chiefs go in, get the touchdown. I'm already counting my money. Hey, yeah, let's go, baby. Good times. And no, Dallas took Kansas City, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Quentin Williams trade was a very good trade by the Dallas Cowboys, Ryan. As tough as it's for me to say,
the whole thing's working out right now. Mike is starting to play a little bit better, but
yeah, Mike is playing well.
But the whole thing, unfortunately, seems to have worked out for the Cowboys
in the short term. They can still mess this up, but you look at their schedule. Will the Cowboys make the playoffs, Ryan?
Well,
they go at Lions on Thursday night, then Vikings at home, which is obviously a much easier game now. Chargers at home. Who knows? I think
they have to. I would say they probably are winning the division if they make the playoffs.
At Commanders, at Giants. So those are winnable games.
Well, the Giants game will be interesting.
It'll
be the final Jackson Dart finger roll before the end of the season.
You think they'll play him?
Yeah, why not?
No, just
unless the NFL wants to step in with their shenanigans. I think Mike Kafka's trying to get a job. I think he'd rather have Jackson Dart than Jameis Winston.
Cowboys get the win, and the cover there obviously is a 3-point dog. Cincinnati Bengals, one of my locks that came in.
My God,
32-14.
What a bad number.
7 points for Joe Burrow. Now,
didn't even watch this shortcut yet. This is one of the games I deprioritized this one because it seems like this was a my God, how obvious game.
Well, and if you're on the Ravens, you said there were some Isaiah Likely fumbling near the goal line. There were some touchdowns called back, but Lamar Jackson was never winning that game, and Joe Burrow played at a very high level. But the Bengals defense playing well was probably the biggest surprise. They certainly have a pulse. They certainly believe they can win this division at 4-8.
I mean, do you believe they can win the division? Back to that price. Are you betting plus 850?
Let's see. I don't know the Bills. So Bengals at Bills. Oh, very tough game. Bengals at home against the Ravens. Okay. Bengals at Dolphins. Okay. Bengals at home against the Cardinals. Okay. Browns at Bengals, who always kind of play them a little tough, but it's not in Cleveland.
So they have, I mean, to me, this is a team that can 100% win out.
Yeah. But will that be enough? Will that be enough to win the division?
Well, it's certainly going to put them ahead of ball. I mean, will 9-8 be good enough to get ahead of the Steelers?
Yeah, I don't know. The Steelers have a tie. I guarantee you the Steelers figure out how to tie one of these games coming up. Yeah, it's the Steelers.
You're predicting a future tie?
Yes.
Okay.
And not to be that guy, the mechanical parlay would probably pay better out for the Ravens.
Probably,
as you would start as a nice dog here at the Bills. I assume they're pretty juicy money line against the Bills, and then you roll that over because they're not going to be huge favorites, I don't think, in many of these games. And now maybe the Vikings game, depending on what happens there, but yeah. So,
to your point, because it's not even just winning all the. Well, they also don't have to win all the game. There's that element of the counter to the mechanical parlays. They 8-9 might be good enough. I mean, we are looking at a situation where 8-9 is potentially good enough, which I think if before the year I came to you and said, hey, going into week 14, the AFC North could still be won by a team that has 8 wins. You'd be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
So, and to answer your question, the spread, the relevant games next week for what we were talking about, Cincy is catching 5.5 at the Circa right now against Buffalo, and the rate.
So what's that like? That might be plus 180 on the money line.
Plus 230.
230. Wow.
Line.
Okay.
And then you have unrelated but related, Baltimore laying 6 against Pittsburgh. So kind of what you need to happen. To me, we're working out a very clear path to why the Bengals price will drop drastically.
Yeah.
When they win, assuming Baltimore takes care of business. I'll have to do some pricing on this.
But
we'll come back on the NFL.
Either way,
picture.
I don't know if I don't think playing the future is the best way to get the most bang for your buck.
Certainly if you're playing the future, you should play it before this week.
Oh yeah. Cause if they beat the Bills, their price is just out of market perception alone.
The other side of that is that game doesn't mean as much because if they run the table after that, they could still win the division at 8-9.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And in fact, that's probably a clearer path. So
Bears get the win 24-15 in Philadelphia. Ugly loss for the Eagles. Bears came in and just whooped our ass. It was a tough loss. Jalen Hurts did not play well. I thought Nick Sirianni, whoever's calling whatever, wasn't a well coached game. I mean, the biggest surprise, the offense has had their issues certainly, but the biggest surprise was the defense's inability to stop the run. I mean, led up two different Monungai and Swift both ran for 100 yards. They brought a physicality to Philly, which was surprising, especially considering how good the defense had played. I think the positive though is look at the rest of what's going on in the NFC. The NFC is still very wide open. The Eagles get a mini bye, then they're going to be heading to Los Angeles. I'll be at that game. That could be a nice ability to turn around, or if they continue to struggle, if the defense continues to play poorly, offense can get their shit together. Now we've seen them in the same way they lost against the Giants. That was a really bad loss, bottomed out a little bit, had that mini bye, go on the road in a dome against the Vikings. Offense looked very good. I could see something like that happening here against the Chargers, but we will see. Joining us on the line, Ryan, I'm sure to tout his Bears victory. Olan, you're on the Sports Gambling Podcast. What's happening, man?
How's it going, guys?
He sounds happy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right. I'm all right now. I was really pissed on Friday, but how are you doing,
bro? If you would have told me at the beginning of the season that at any point the Bears would be in first place in the entire, let alone the North, but the entire NFC, I'd be like, yeah, give me your drugs because I got to try that shit. Man, it's. Again, man, it's the culture is different. The vibe is different. The team is different. Ben Johnson came in there, and I mean they ran the ball straight down the Eagles' throats. I said it's the first time since 1985 that we've had two 100-yard rushers in the same game. Tush push. Okay, we're just gonna run around to the side and strip the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands.
Well, again,
had another interception, 6 for the year.
That was a bad fumble by Jalen Hurts. He's usually very good at not turning the ball over. Overall, I think it's. And again, this is why you don't just make the play illegal. We've seen teams. Detroit did a good job defending it. The Bears did a good job stripping Hurts there. Like, why can we not settle this on the field? Isn't this interesting that teams are coming up with different strategies and the Eagles are adjusting their play against it? Don't you want to see this play instead of having it made illegal? It just seems insane.
I think most people would still say no, but kudos to the refs for not calling forward progress and allowing a fumble to occur on the tush push.
But that
was progress.
They can't officiate it, Ryan. That's why we have to get rid of it. They cannot. It's too tough to officiate.
Well, people are acting like
Johnson
the Bears
was one of the few coaches who are like, no, we don't give a fuck. Let them keep the tush push. So I mean, that's
like a man, they settled it on the field instead of in the nerdy offices. But go on, you kept touting. Continue your tout on the Bears.
I mean, it's not even like a tout. Like this is all surreal for Bear fans. Like we could lose every other game the rest of the season, and we're still in a fucking free roll. This is supposed to be a rebuild year. This is the first full year where Caleb's had a competent coach. It's the first year of this new offensive line, which. I believe they're actually grading out to be the best offensive line in the NFL right now, which is fucking insane. And then Ben Johnson, he's a great OC, he's gonna be a rookie head coach. No one, the most diehard Bear fans in the world, none of us predicted where we are right now, and it's fucking awesome. We got the Fudge Packers next week. We're gonna go into Green Bay. Caleb's gonna do what he does. Hopefully, we're gonna get that win. We do have a tough schedule the rest of the way, but like I said, at this point, man, we are straight on a free roll, guys. The Bears have, I think, blown everybody's expectations completely out of the water.
Yeah, and I'd like to see this confidence continue to grow. I want to see some proper shit talking from Bears fans by the playoffs. Imagine the Bears as a 1 seed.
I'm being humble now. You wait till Sunday morning. I'm gonna Rick Dick Puncher and then punch home.
I can't wait for that.
It's annoying because I was kind of optimistic on the Bears and I've been riding them a bunch of weeks, and the big criticism was like, oh, they just figure out ways to win with their turnovers. It's like, yeah, no shit. That's good. Like, yeah, maybe they have some turnover.
That's what the Chiefs did for 4 fucking years when they were winning Super Bowls. They figured out the year they beat the Niners in the Super Bowl, although me and Kramer won because we had that Kyle Juszczyk first interception bet.
Great point.
They won so many games, and it was like, oh my god, how are they winning these? How are they winning these? That's what the Bears are doing right now.
Yeah, I think it's also one of those things where you can kind of explain it too. it's not the randomness where you're like, how is this team doing this? You're like, oh, okay, the new coach is working. They're upgrading this. They're doing that better. They're playing well enough over. I mean, that the key to a bad defense being mediocre is turnovers. And oftentimes the difference between a defense being 10 to 15 and like top 5 is turnovers. And so I do think, I mean, yeah, every year the team, a lot of years, the team that wins the Super Bowl has a defense that probably turned the other team over a bunch. Yes. So it's an easy narrative, and also we'll bring it up next year in the preview. Yeah. We'll point out how the Bears are set to regress.
The regression, yes.
Yeah.
But I do also got to tout though. I cashed Bears money line, Houston money line, Jets money line, and hit 2 teasers today. I'm up like $1,000.
Oh, that is a good feeling.
Best feeling is a win with a lot of cash.
Well, Olan, congrats to the Bears.
Thank you.
Dumping the Gatorade. It'll be interesting to see how the Bears react with expectations.
Yeah. Would you rather be the 1 seed in week 13 or in week 21? It's tough to say.
Obviously you turn. But here's the thing: is I think with our coaching staff, there is no expectation. You know what? What they say every time is next game. That's all they're going to focus on. We're going to focus on Green Bay next week. If we win,
one game ahead. Hey, Olan and the Bears just going 1-0 each week. Ryan, 1-0 each week. Their schedule's pretty.
The best never let it rest till the best gets. Fuck! I fucked it up. Fucking weed.
They have an interesting schedule: at Packers, Browns at home, Packers at home, at 49ers, Lions at home. So
interesting. Equal hard.
These are all games they could win. They're all games. I mean, if they went 1-4 or 2-3,
Sean, the Packers games are so huge. There's so much. There's so much in the closet of Bears fans.
There's a lot of history there.
I think we can go into Lambeau next week and get the win. I think we do get the win in Cleveland as well. I don't know how healthy we come out of that game just because Myles Garrett and that whole Browns defense, they're going to knock the shit out of you. So I could see us winning in Lambeau, squeaking one out against the Browns, maybe losing to Green Bay as we're trying to get healthy. We go into San Francisco and we crush Brock Purdy, and then we finish the year avenging our loss to the Lions.
No, I mean if they went 4-1 or 1-4, I could kind of see both paths.
No way he feels that he's going to get a win in Green Bay last year this time.
No,
so
that just shows you the progress.
The wins are blowing.
Black Friday last year, we fired our head coach. Black Friday this year, we defeat the defending Super Bowl champions. Like what the 12 months? Like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Now Ben Johnson just has to work really hard to not be the next Mike McDaniel.
That is the goal. All right, hold on.
Have you seen his body? There's no ways. I mean,
hold on. Really, is Ben Johnson super ripped? Hold on. Thanks for calling in, man.
Congrats on the Bears win.
Love, peace, and air grease. See y'all this weekend.
Let it ride. And Sean, congratulations on using "our" in the Eagles' loss once again.
No, I take it. I stand here and. I celebrate our wins and I mourn our losses.
And also, I didn't hear. I want to be. Let me be the first to say on this program, congratulations to AJ Brown. He got his numbers again this week: 10 for 132, 2 touchdowns. Clearly, what's best for the team is AJ Brown getting the ball early and often. And I'm glad the Eagles finally bent over and gave it to him. Saquon continues to suck ass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
The Eagles losing to the zestiest motherfucker in the NFL is great from a narrative standpoint.
And Caleb Williams played pretty good, but it wasn't. It was their inability to stop the run. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Caleb. It's a nice road win, but it was Monungai and Swift, and it was annoying because I had been talking up Monungai the past few weeks, and he fucking rammed it down our throats. So
Swift did make a comment after the game about how it was good to.
A little revenge game, I'm sure.
But he kind of did it. He was a pro about it. He was like, it was good to see how we measured up against the best or something like that.
Well, and yeah, it's a little different. And again, the Eagles obviously won the Super Bowl last year and probably hitting a little bit of a wall here, getting this Friday to Monday extra rest going into the Chargers game, I think could be helpful.
Do the Eagles make the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay.
What are their odds to make the playoffs? Are you betting that they're going to make the playoffs?
Am I betting that the Eagles are going to make the playoffs?
Yes.
we're in a real tough spot. Like not 2 weeks ago, I was thinking, well, the Eagles are going to blow that back-to-back playoff or division winner shit. And somehow,
so you like your Cowboys?
No, that's why it's a tight spot, because that would be the team that would have to come back. The Eagles are currently minus 2,500 to make the playoffs.
Okay, but you're throwing it out there like you're interested in playing the missed playoffs.
Am I getting a 12 plus 1,100 on the missed playoffs? I mean, you have to admit there's something. This win or this loss should signal that okay. Like there's a problem. Can they? I mean, the schedule allows
obviously
them.
There's a problem.
The schedule allows them to steer, but there's the problem is that you're getting the most out of your defense, and the offense.
But you didn't get the most out of your defense.
Well, that's what happened. That's my point. That's where I'm getting to. You're getting the most out of your defense. Your offense is sputtering by. You finally don't get the most out of your defense, and it's not a great product. It does seem like the Eagles are in a dire place. Like all the stuff the hot take machines out there have been saying, I think they might be right, Sean. I think the Eagles might be imploding.
Okay. So it sounds like you're not taking them. You're taking them.
I'm going to investigate an Eagles missed playoffs at the circuit.
You're really having it both ways.
Oh,
you're
we're
saying,
having a conversation.
You're saying they're imploding, and then I'm tossing out missed playoffs, and you're hesitating
because the hill that has to be climbed is still very like they had a very large lead in the division, and so I'll crunch some numbers and I'll see what the circuit is offering in terms of a paper ticket.
Okay.
But if you're talking about, if I'm like ranking the teams that are in the playoffs currently, that are like their trajectory and the slope of that trajectory, the Eagles have one of the highest or the lowest downward slope.
Well, I mean, that's good insight, Ryan. The teams that are losing are going down. The teams that are winning,
I think they're going down at the sharpest rate.
Okay.
I mean, it is. I watched. I thought for sure. I thought the Eagles would win the game. Shocked that they didn't win the game. Shocked the way they got handled.
Yes.
And shocked to see Nick Sirianni losing his cool on the sideline.
What do you mean? That's Nick Sirianni's thing. He's always
no place in the game for that.
Okay, you're grabbing it. You're
full
grasping
investigation
at straws.
needed. No, I'm not. I think it's a sign that the whole thing is spiraling out of control.
Well, then, so you don't think they're going to make the playoffs?
I think I'm going to see what the circuit price is.
Okay, what's your prediction? Do they make the playoffs? Yes or no?
I think they end up making it because there's no one. The Cowboys can't catch them.
Okay, so you think you're predicting right now that the Eagles?
They what do they call it when you go backwards into the play? They back into the playoffs.
So they will implode yet still win the NFC East
at 9-8. Yeah.
Okay, so you think they're going to go? Well, that was your original prediction. That is what
my prediction was.
So you think they're going to go 1-4 here the rest of the way?
I think that's very possible. Yes.
So is that what is your prediction?
Well, yeah, I made that prediction before the year.
But
9-8.
So you get a chance to redo your prediction.
9-8. They end up winning the division. I end up buying a missed playoffs plus 1,200 ticket this
that
weekend.
Just misses.
That just misses. But I get great CLV.
All right. I feel like you're hedging a little bit somewhere.
No, I'm just threading a very thin line.
Okay.
It's a very specific.
So
prediction.
Ryan predicts the Eagles will win the NFC East. Next game, Houston Texans win and get the cover as their 4.5 point dogs, 20-16. Got a little nervous here at times, but the fate of Danny Dimes, who I thought, considering he had a broken leg,
played great.
He made a couple nice throws, and yeah, they really probably should have stuck with Jonathan Taylor a little bit more. But this Texans defense will kind of put you in some tough spots.
Also sliding down the hill though, because there's no help coming in the quarterback position. We were trying to break this down, right? This leg injury. Yes, he can still make a throw, but this is not like this will not last unless he's not. I can't imagine he'll be healed anytime soon. And so they're just, the plan is to play with broke ass Daniel Jones the rest of the way. You don't trust, obviously you don't trust Riley Leonard or Anthony Richardson to do anything. And so I don't understand, like, to me, if the Colts don't win another game this year, I understand they played well in this divisional rivalry. And I know Daniel Jones made a couple ridiculous like throw catch situations that if they don't happen, we're not even talking about this as a even close game. But yeah, and CJ Stroud does not look good often during football games. Still floats the ball, wants to turn the ball over constantly.
I thought he was fine.
He was fine, but it's like I was saying, he's like the bad version of, or he's like the bad of Jordan Love. He's always leaning back and just trying to like float these fucking balls in there. And it's like, fire it in, get the ball to your weapons. I mean, I will say this about the Texans as a Texans hater this year, they do seem to have collected themselves on the offense. Whatever Davis Mills contributes to this franchise, like him coming in, playing 3 games and helping the offense sort itself out seems to be important. Because that like the offensive line is calm.
Yeah, O line's playing better. Woody Marks is
crazy,
running pretty well, and of course the apostrophe gang Fairbairn continues to just rack up points.
And that in the end is why they don't end up making the playoffs. I think because too often they have 1st and goal inside the 10 and they're kicking a 40-yard field goal because CJ Stroud or someone takes a ridiculous sack or they have a ridiculous illegal motion penalty. They're a sloppy. You can see that the reason they had offensive issues early in the season, it's just a sloppy offensive team, and their defense is good, but they're going to lose. They're going to lose a game or two they shouldn't, and they're going to miss out on the playoffs, I think. But they'll be in the hunt till the end. The Texans.
Yeah, I think they get in. But
I mean, the South should get 2 teams, and so by that logic, and the fact that the Colts lose all their games from here on out, I think the Texans are in. But I still have a hard time. And again, maybe that'd be a. I don't even think the Texans are. If the Texans are on the road catching a big number in the playoffs, I'm gonna be attracted to that, Sean. So I almost don't want that.
Well, it's interesting. The Colts have 2 games with the Jags coming up, and a game at Texans to end the season. So
yeah, they've already burned their
and they
Titans
have to play
games.
at Seattle.
They do not have it. What's their 5th game? They're even their 5th games.
So it's the Colts schedule from here on out at Jacksonville next week, at Seattle, 49ers at home.
Oh man.
Jaguars at home, and then at Texas.
All right, they 100% can go 0-5 here.
I'm holding on. I'm not shredding my under 8.5 wins yet. I'll tell you that much.
They could definitely miss the playoffs. I might have to do some more investigating. What do you think their miss price is? Oh,
it's not that good. It's like plus 235.
Yeah, it's not quite the Eagles. Right?
The market's onto them.
Oh wow, but the Texans is shorter. So
all right, next game we got the Tampa Bay Bucks. Get the win 2017. We graded it on the show as a push because we picked it at 3. But I said on the show that the Cardinals are going to lose by exactly 3 points. That's what happened. If you played the Cardinals, you probably won because it closed 3.5. This was a pretty ugly game. Both sides. There was a lot of turnovers, touchdowns called back. Baker played okay. Jacoby Brissett played okay. I don't know. I mean, it's not. Tampa Bay needed the win, but certainly if you're looking for Bucks to make a run, they still seem pretty banged up. And I don't know. What do you make of this Bucks team, Ryan?
It does seem like they're just going to continue to be dynamite, and for my futures positions, hopefully they can get over the Carolina hump because they play each other twice. The division's going to come down to those games, and I think at the end of the day, if the Bucks get into the playoffs, they're probably a team you're going to take with a bunch of points in the playoffs, and you're going to like rooting for Baker. And then when he loses by 2 touchdowns,
I don't know if they're going to have time to get healthy. They just don't. They seem like they need 2 weeks off.
It's just every game's the same thing too. It's just this frantic dance. And
nothing's easy for this Bucks team right now.
No, and I think looking ahead as I'm like the Panthers stuff, that's all that matters at this point. That division's only getting 1 team in. As far as the Falcons or the Cardinals, I said it to you when we were watching the game earlier, but this to me, I've put multiple nails in the Kyler Murray coffin. With
the injury reserve, they're just putting him off to the side. They're going to trade him.
If Jacoby Brissett makes your team noticeably better, just all around, it's clear you're just not a franchise quarterback. So they're going to get off of that. But Kyler will be, could he be a Viking next year and head up to do a rehab stint up there since they're going to be in need of a quarterback?
Oh, that's great.
What, Kyler with a KOC would be pretty fun.
Awesome.
So yeah, I think, does Gannon survive the offseason?
No.
You think 100% he's gone? I don't think I'm 100%, but I think it probably.
How does he not get fired?
Because the quarterback.
Yeah, but they're don't. I mean,
I think this is one of those things where like they're losing games, but they're playing with some fight or whatever with Brissett.
Yeah,
as a backup quarterback,
he's 15-30.
I completely agree. I'm just saying
it's going in the wrong direction.
If you're gonna keep your job while losing games, Gannon is doing it.
Okay.
And you're seeing some development from some of the young defensive players.
If I was the Cardinals, I would blow it up because you're going to need to draft a quarterback and you want an offensive guy in there.
Hire Cignetti, bring in Mendoza, go ham.
Jacksonville Jaguars get the win in the cover 25-3. Shout out to the listener who called in the pregame show, said me picking the Titans was getting cute.
Yes,
you were correct. It was still, even though it was a 22-point win, still some ugly football out there by the Jags at times, right?
I mean, listen, they're starting to turn it up. This Jags team, they got the big blowout win against the Chargers, that nice Cards sneaky road spot win, and now smash the Titans. Huge game against this was a look ahead spot potentially with the Colts on deck.
Yeah,
and now they with the tiebreakers, they are in first place in the division, Sean. So
their defense played better than previous weeks, and Cam Ward, the progress we saw in weeks previous, all out the window this week.
We didn't see the scrambling.
No,
we didn't. It's fun. I mean, it's crazy how simplistic it is, but it kind of stands out with the young quarterbacks. The ones that have problems, it's like they have to sort out how to stand in the pocket and climb the pocket vertically. And once they do that, it's like the game starts being a little bit more attainable to them. The ones that just panic and run backwards. I mean, Cam Ward last week was running forward, looked pretty good. This week, back to his old ways of just kind of being like, "Oh fuck," and then trying to get out Shedeur Sanders style. I don't even know. I mean, obviously, if you're getting the job at the Titans, you are getting the job with the idea that Cam Ward's your quarterback.
Yes.
I would think.
Yes,
but you are gonna be in the position to draft a quarterback.
Yes.
If you want to.
But is there anyone in the quarterback class where you're like, oh, well, obviously he's much better than Cam Ward?
I get the sense that this class, when we are all said and done, we could. I'll be curious to hear like McShay's take on like the quarterback rankings over the last 2 years. I do think there's going to be a chance that some of the guys, even though I don't see it yet, some of the guys grade out better than Cam Ward. So from that perspective,
yeah. I don't see anyone that's like an obvious, but they also need a lot of other positions.
But if you're hiring a new GM and a new coach, do you really want to handcuff your new GM and not let him take the quarterback he thinks is the guy if he can?
Yeah,
I
guess that's a good counter, but who cares? It's the Titans.
You're probably going to skew your job hunt to find someone that likes Cam Ward. That would be my guess.
That's what they'll do, because they were the owner was a part of drafting him, so he's going to talk himself into.
The owner's been a part of a lot of bad decisions.
Our buddy Japan is on the line. Japan, our friend from the Far East. How was your gambling day, Japan?
Well, we started by the first half parlay.
Oh, jeez.
And these motherfuckers decided to go for fucking 2. What the fuck?
Yes, the Cleveland Browns, if you missed it, they scored the touchdown. They're only one of the game. And then the 49ers had a penalty. So that instead of kicking the extra point, they went for 2 and actually got it, which I swore they were going to miss it.
So my first half parlay today was Niners minus 2.5, Texans plus 2, Jags minus 3.5, Jets plus 1.5, Dolphins minus 3. Obviously the other 4 legs all come in, and shout out to everyone who sent me tickets and pictures of slips that had. Apparently a lot of people take my first half parlay, and whenever I play a favorite, they just play the money line.
Smart.
And when I play a dog, they leave it as the points. And so a lot of people won today playing the Niners money line. But yeah, as Japan mentions, because of these fucking nimwit coaches. Oh, I got a penalty.
Yeah,
I need to go for 2 now.
Card says to.
Not if you're the Browns in that situation. You didn't need to do that. And so yeah, it was a real tough way to go down there, Japan, because that would have been 2 in a row. We would have officially been on a heater.
We would have went back to back. But then again, so then my day goes on. And then I come on here and I give you guys my anytime touchdown, which had Kyron Williams, Bucky Irving, Lad McConkey, and hold on one second. Hope you guys can hear this. Here, Mr. Cook, get your ass in there. And then motherfucking James fucking Cook couldn't get a fucking touchdown. Just like last fucking week, Tyson Hill, they drew up 4 fucking plays and he couldn't get in the end zone. This fucking week, James fucking Cook on 3. I mean, the whole fucking game, they try to get this guy a fucking touchdown, and he's twinkling toe in the fucking goal line. Hit the fucking hole, get the fucking touchdown. What the fuck are we doing, James Cook? God fucking damn.
That sucks when the chalk doesn't happen.
I'm on 2 knees, and I'm like, what the fuck? God damn. So you know what I do? I load the fuck up on the fucking points against the fucking... I'm a believer, but I took the fucking Redskins.
Oh, let's go.
Points, and I fucking cashed, and I fucking came back.
Oh, and that must have been an all-time sweat, Japan, because
oh my God,
watching that go to overtime. I don't know how many points you got, but if you're only, what was it at, like 6.5?
I believe so.
Oh,
yeah.
So if I would have got 6.5, that's more gas, and I shop at FanDuel. So I had got plus 5.5.
Oh no!
I was like, what the fuck?
In overtime.
Oh my!
When the Broncos just mow down, you're like, oh my God, that was just crazy with converting all those 4th downs. Just imagine Japan. You shove on the Commanders there, and then that 4th down play. It seems like the game's over. Oh, the bailout PI.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Oh. If that would have happened, your boy would have been at Best Buy tomorrow online for Cyber fucking Monday because I'd have broke the fucking TV for sure.
All right, love you, Japan. Sorry, anything?
Time,
yes.
So let's heat the fucking ribs up. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking get it. And we are hitting that fucking first half parlay next weekend. Tune in.
Let's go. Great plug. Thank you for calling in, Japan.
So close.
Let it ride.
So close.
Very close.
Does feel a little. What pisses me off about that 2-point, that like analytics 2-point decision, is that I would love to see. I would actually love to see the data for each team on there. If your 2-point conversion goes from 2 yards to 1 yard, is that enough expected value for you to actually go for it? I guarantee the Browns are not they're not a net positive on that. Dumb motherfuckers.
Rams lose to the Panthers. Panthers get the win 31-28 as a 10.5 point home dog. I'm kind of mad. I like the Rams a lot here. I thought it wouldn't be a letdown spot. Obviously, I thought the Panthers, the injuries in their secondary, I thought was really going to kill them, and it did. Kind of like Stafford. It's weird because that pick 6 really killed him. That interception in the end zone really killed him. It was kind of just Stafford mistakes. He threw 2 interceptions. Blake Corum had a good game. Xavier Smith 3 for 82 was Puka had some good catches, but shout out to Bryce Young, another 3 touchdown game. I don't know what to make of this Panthers team. They're really just hot and cold, but obviously this is a huge win for them.
I mean, we thought the secondary for the Panthers was going to be a problem with no JC Horn and
their safety problem was out. The nut puncher.
Yeah, no problem at all. Although we did learn more about Juwan Jennings this week, but yeah, no problem at all for the Carolina Panthers. I guess this is Dave Canales now kind of doing what he did in Tampa, at least with the offense. He's got his receivers kind of slotted into their roles. There's a running game and Chuba looked fucking fast.
Yeah.
As well. And I mean, I don't know. I guess in hindsight, this was always a letdown spot for the Rams, but
yeah,
I still, Even going into the fourth quarter was like when they scored the touchdown to go up. It was like, all right,
they might pull this out.
And then they let
fourth
that
and 2, and they hit that deep shot for the touchdown. It's like, all right, hats off to you, Panthers. Played a nice game. Congrats.
Do they make the playoffs?
On the win. It feels like they're going to get in.
You think they get in as a wild card? Or they win the division.
I don't know, man. This is to your point. It's probably not going to be 2 NFC South teams.
It's hard for me to see Todd Bowles and the Bucs losing out to the Panthers. They play each other twice. Are they really gonna? I think
they'll
if
probably
they just split,
and it'll turn into those other games.
Yeah.
Miami gets the win 21-17. Does not get the cover. It all started with Tua's boneheaded slide, and it was classic. It was on third down. He's running. He slides. He thinks he gets the first down. He celebrates with like 3 minutes left. They could pretty much run the clock. It felt like from there. No, it turns into fourth down. They go for it. Get stuff. A lot of bad fourth and 1 play calling today. Just a lot of run up the middles. I'm thinking of some of the Steelers plays. And then,
obvious.
And this is when they were up. What was it? 19-11. And then the Saints drive down. They get the touchdown. Like, what the fuck? The Saints drive down, get the touchdown to cut it to 19-17. Obviously, they go for 2. They go for 2. Miami intercepts it, runs it all the way back, which to go up 4 now, 21-17. Then the Saints kick an onside kick. They recover it. They review it. It seemed like he touched the ball before 10 yards. Then they claim that one of the Dolphins players was hit by the ball.
No, what happened was they had already ruled that the ball had been touched.
Okay, so they couldn't there wasn't a view that said it wasn't.
They said call stands because they couldn't find definitive evidence that they didn't touch the ball. And now if that gets called the other way on the field, they probably don't. Well, if they just call it recovery, then yeah, he's obviously short of the 10 yards. But yeah, wild game all in all. And there's the 2-point conversion return that makes it so field goal doesn't tie the game.
Do the Dolphins make the playoffs, Ryan?
Their path is crazy. But I 100% think we're going to be talking about. Well,
Dolphins are the 11 seed. They're 5-7. So
yeah, but they play the Jets. So they play at Jets. They're probably going to resolve this pretty quickly with an unintended loss of the Jets or the Steelers on the road over the next 2 weeks. Then they have the Bengals, Bucks, and they head up to actually. I take that back. 0% chance they make the playoffs. They have 3 games in cold weather.
I'm seeing this now. Browns have not been eliminated. I guess they have a shot at the division. They went out. They're 8-9.
Yeah, I think that when you see the teams with really bad records still alive, it's because their division's gettable.
Jets get the win and the cover 27-24. I bet on this. It's one of Ryan's locks. Congrats. Never in doubt. A little bit in doubt, obviously. Pretty entertaining game between 2 not good teams. Tyrod stepped up, made some big plays. Kirk Cousins played okay. Not, I guess, unmitigated disaster, but there were certainly some bad Kirk plays. Bijan, man, Bijan had himself a game, but Jets defense pretty good, I guess.
Remember when the Falcons couldn't figure out the quarterback position and they went from Marcus Mariota to Desmond Ridder?
Yes.
Feels a little bit like we're in the same spot, just with a lot more money. And draft capital.
Bijan 23-142 and a touchdown in the loss. That was and he had and 5 for 51 in the receiving. Unfortunately, Breece Hall receiving yards never got cooking. I like that angle. It was Adonai Mitchell, Ryan, who was the only, and I'm guessing someone in the Sunday night game had 100 receiving yards, but as of the early games. Zach Ertz.
Because he had
Zach
12
Ertz,
catches or whatever.
10 for 106. Jesus. Zach Ertz and Adonai Mitchell, only 2 players to have 100 yards receiving.
So AD Mitchell that won the day.
Yes, or no, Ertz did.
Oh wow!
Because at 106,
that would have been a nice That would have been a nice.
Someone picked a pretty nice one.
Piece of coin.
But again, Tyrod as a dog. Don't think about it. Just play it. Again, Breece Hall receiving yards didn't get there, unfortunately.
And the Rams now projected to have the 9th pick thanks to the Falcons trade.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Horrible trade by the Falcons, obviously. San Francisco 49ers get the win in the cover on the road, 26-8. Yeah, I mean the Browns defense played, I thought, pretty good, but when you muff a punt at your own 10, your margin of error is so little with the offense that any sort of plays like that are just backbreakers. But for the most part, they did a pretty good job against the 49ers defense. But 49ers did enough.
Yeah, this was in hindsight, I regret not locking this up. This seemed very obvious. The 49ers were going to have a let's not make a mistake game plan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look,
because they knew they were playing against a JV quarterback.
Sure. Purdy 16. Actually, you know what, Ryan? Here, I'll read off a stat line.
Let's do it.
16 of 29, 168, and 1 touchdown. Who is that? Shador or Brock Purdy?
I've already looked at the box score. But
their box scores are almost exactly the same. Purdy was 16 of 129, 168 and a touchdown. Shador 16 of 25, actually better completion percentage, 149 and 1 touchdown. But obviously Brock made a couple throws. Christian McCaffrey 20 of 53, 1 touchdown. Again, to your point, they played conservative, and that's probably how you beat this Browns team. You just don't mess it up. And the Browns offense, they didn't get any. Really, what it was they didn't get any of those turnovers. Like a Purdy strip sack, an interception.
No, that's what.
And the muff punt was a backbreaker for them.
Certainly, I don't think they win or cover the game with that not happening. Take the touchdown off the board. This is probably still, whatever 19-8 type game, where they're not covering. I think also when you evaluate Shador Sanders, you almost just need to look at team passing yards. Because that's where you see the real difference, right? Brock Purdy only threw for 168, but only lost 7 yards to sacks. Shador Sanders threw for 149, but he lost 34 yards to sacks. And so that also kind of gives you the picture. But yards per play, Browns beat the Niners.
Yeah.
So
if you're a yards per play guy, you're saying.
It was just 3rd down, 11 of 17 for the Niners, 3 of 11 for the Browns, 0-4 on 4th down for the Browns. That's the difference. And taking big sacks, you can't take big sacks.
Yeah.
Can't take big sacks. Shador still takes that. Well, is Shador starting next week?
Yes.
He's going to have to announce this every week now.
I guess so.
That's great.
Reminded me of the Danny Dimes saga.
Do I get any apologies?
People are calling for Shador to apologize to Ryan. Justin in the chat saying, "Hey guys, scored a plus 18900 parlay on a $45 ticket. Thanks to your insights last week. Much love and a big thank you. Watching from Germany. You guys helped me win $8,600. Hope the good luck rubs off on you." Well, thank you, Justin. Appreciate. Curious what part of Germany you're listening, and appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Germans get a bad rap sometimes, but they're very honest people, and I think that was good, honest feedback.
Yes, appreciate it, and
also nice hitting almost 10K on a $45 ticket.
Yeah, let us know what you were playing and how you found the show. Always enjoy hearing from that.
Yeah, but it's not too personal. Feel free to send a picture of the ticket.
Yes, Kramer, we got to play the clip I sent you of the Browns defensive tackle Shelby Harris going off on Jawan Jennings. This is a great interview. It seemed. Hopefully people saw this, but if you didn't, this is the Browns defensive tackle had a dust up with Jawan Jennings, and here was his answer as to what caused it.
He's a hoe, and I want that known. Like, I see why he got punched in the nuts, because that's he says some things that you should not say to another man ever. But I don't respect it because you say that, then run behind your O-line. That's some real soft shit, and I want that known. I see exactly why they punched your nuts. I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet. He's a hoe, and I want that known. I see why he got punched.
All right, that's a drop. He's a hoe. I want that known.
I think it's just he's a hoe.
He's a hoe.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think you just stop.
He's a hoe.
Yeah, I think.
Great sound drop by Shelby.
when an NFL player speaks about this kind of stuff, like they talk heavy shit on the field all the time. And so for something to be brought up like this, what do you think he's saying? He's talking about women, like dudes' wives and shit, right?
Or
you think something else is going on?
Well, I mean, him saying stuff he was going to do to him or something. I don't know. I always, he's, okay. I don't know. Maybe he does some background on. Also, it's weird for a receiver to get into it with a defensive tackle.
I think just he's a shit talker, and I think certain people cross lines. Like sometimes you have the guy who's just crazy, and you just like whatever he says, whatever. But then you have the guy that crosses the line, like the guy that his own team's like, come on, man.
It's just so great. He goes, he's a hoe. I want that known.
It's
good. Great.
It's like
line.
he has some information. He needs the world to hear
I just want to put it on record. Juwan Jennings is a hoe.
That's two notable hoe stories this week. Lane Kiffin also being called a hoe, and then confronting the reporter who called him a hoe. We'll have to talk with Colby about this.
Yeah,
one.
a big week in college.
Do you think Colby thinks Lane Kiffin's a hoe or a housewife?
Colby hates change, so I'm sure that Lane Kiffin left for a different school for money. Colby will be pissed.
Sean, this is a new game we're playing on the college football show: hoe or housewife.
I like it. Seattle gets the win and the cover. Kramer lock. Nice work by you. I also like the Seahawks here. 26-0. Max Brosmer. I thought had a chance maybe to run a little bit. Did not.
At least he was mentally prepared for the game. Yeah. It was great. There was a stretch where
I tweeted it out. I go, he was mentally prepared to get his ass kicked.
He was making every read, but he couldn't make the throw.
Yeah.
They failed to tell us that he couldn't throw the ball. He can make the mental part. He's good in the VR room.
I said to Kramer, I go, I wonder if
unreal
we could have played on underdog, correct reads made, because he was seeing the field well. He just couldn't throw it to the guy.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson left without talking to the media.
You can tell Kevin O'Connell wanted to grab the controller from Brosmer.
Well, and again, that's why they let Carson Wentz die on the field, because JJ McCarthy and Max Brosmer were the other options.
It is crazy.
And everyone keeps tweeting out, hey, remember the Vikings last year? And it's just Darnold unleashing massive bombs to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are like $30 million over the cap. I mean, what do you do now if you're the Vikings?
So yeah, the Vikings are in a. I mean, they pushed this year because they had the rookie quarterback. I guess that doesn't necessarily change if you move on to another rookie quarterback, or like another. What you've done is you've boxed yourself into being a rehab stint team, because you're not going to be able to afford a real contract. I mean, you already have $346 million on the books for next year, so you're gonna have to sort that shit out. And it, like, the situation doesn't get healthy, Sean, until 2028.
Yeah.
And so I think the only way they can honestly fix the problem is by drafting another rookie.
And good transition to the next game. Buffalo Bills 26, Steelers 7. Bills get the win and the cover lay in the 3.5. Tomlin is a home dog, doesn't come through. So it's the classic Ryan tale of two halves. Go into the half, Steelers up 7-3. Okay, feeling pretty good about the Steelers play. Come out first play, strip sack by Joey Bosa. Aaron Rodgers gets his face all mangled, breaks his nose.
He looked pretty. I mean, he was having a true hero tough game.
Yes, and
married to the game. Got a lot of shots of his wedding ring. Also,
yeah. Again, I have no idea who. I'll send you the tweet, Ryan, if we can pull it up, of him on the sideline. Was pretty great. But yeah, and then Mason Rudolph 2 plays later, he throws an interception. They were driving. It was like 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 4th and 2, inside the red zone, and they just give it to Kenny Gainwell up the middle. It was just a horrible play call. And shout out to @Boston Satire with the great caption. Aaron Rodgers looks like he tried to rob Kevin McAllister's house. Yes, very much with his nose all jacked up, blood everywhere. But
do you think what age and you're not getting this reference?
I think it's such a holiday classic.
You think so?
What do you mean, young kids?
Yeah,
I think young kids. I mean, did your daughters watch Home Alone?
Because of like, if it was not forced upon them, it would have never come up.
To me, it's just such a holiday Christmas movie that it would be on even if you were younger.
Yeah, if there's just like linear TV doesn't exist like that. So you're streaming shit. You're watching whatever the fuck you want to watch. And I don't think Home Alone's in a weird spot where it's like no one's top holiday movie.
Oh, wow. Ryan, our buddy Sully, it's his all-time classic holiday movie.
Shout out, yeah.
And I think a lot of people have
I like
Home Alone in their top 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong, but I'd be willing to bet
Home Alone is one of the more popular Christmas movies.
I would be willing to bet that young people have no idea what Home Alone is.
I disagree.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm for the record, I'm a fan of Home Alone. It's one of the it might be my favorite holiday movie.
This is great. Top 100 Christmas movies of all time. What is number 1?
I don't know. It's probably some.
This is IMDb movie database.
I don't know. It's like White Christmas or something like that.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
Number 2.
That's what I meant to say. The Grinch.
Home Alone.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe I'm wrong, but I would be willing.
Yeah, it's a top.
I think that would be different for young people. That's all.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe young people are into. And I see Uncle Buck being mentioned in the. Yeah, young people should check out John Candy.
Yeah,
Some amazing work.
John Candy they haven't seen. Home Alone they've seen.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Great flick.
Christmas Vacation, also all time classic. All right,
what's the one where he eats the big steak and he has to finish the gristle? The Great Outdoors.
Oh, you're right. All right, Kramer. Last game of the slate. The Los Angeles Superchargers get the win and the cover 31-14. Should have locked this up. Raiders just suck.
It was sweaty for a moment.
Yeah, it was. Well,
did you read all the Chip Kelly offense being forced on him?
We talked about that on the VSiN show. And
what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean,
Pete Carroll's old and senile.
I think it's probably Chip. People don't like Chip Kelly.
Yeah,
that's the biggest takeaway. Because like some of the stuff they were leaking out of him miscalling some stuff, I bet that happens more than you would think. But people want to bury Chip Kelly and try and throw themselves a bone here. But yeah, I mean, Brock Bowers had a crazy catch. Justin Herbert had a bad interception on the 1 yard line. I think that was before he got hurt. Then they had a turnover on downs. That
glove looked weird.
Well, it was like padded and taped. And
do we have I don't think we know if he's going to miss time. They did confirm he's getting surgery.
He's getting hand surgery. It's his non-throwing hand, but I don't know, man. If you're getting hand surgery, you probably want to play it safe and don't play the Eagles. Would be my take.
Per what I'm looking at, number opened at 2. And let's see. Circa opened at 3.5, got bet down to 3, and now it's back at 3.5. I mean that's a Justin Herbert playing number. So, right?
What?
The Eagles laying 3.5 on the road.
I think
it's a home game.
It opened at 2.5.
Not at the Circa, but yeah, maybe somewhere else it did. I'm just looking at the history. The graph starts at 3.5. So. Do you think? So you think this means they're starting to hedge that he would miss?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what is this if it's Herbert?
If it's Herbert, I think it's
like a pick'em
2.5 or no. I'm telling you, it opened before the injury news. There were 2.5s out there.
Okay.
So
I'm not disagreeing. I was just reading the Circa number.
No. I'm just saying what I saw someone tweet out that the Eagles are 2.5 point favorites. That was before this game.
Yeah.
So
the difference between Trey Lance and Justin Herbert is like 7 points.
Yeah. So some of this is probably the fact that he got hurt a little bit, and we'll see if he ends up going. So Ryan, our buddy from Germany, tweeted in his sent in his ticket here.
Oh, how erotic!
So he's on the Ravens Jets under 58. Or no, sorry, what is this? Are these all same game parlays?
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I have Seiger into like I don't even know what this, because a lot of it is in German too. Oh, this is very interesting. Thank you, sir, for sending this in.
Yeah, this is like
maybe post in the Discord so people can enjoy. Show off your Discord is a great place to show off some great nuggets there. Yeah, I don't know. No big takeaways except keeping an eye on the Herbert injury.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Almost in the same way that Seattle like dominated the game in spite of the Vikings defense giving them trouble.
Yeah,
this
Chargers
game
don't look great.
The Chargers didn't play a good game at all, and they walked this one away. I mean, does Pete Carroll survive the season? Because
the season, yeah.
Why would you hire Chip Kelly and not have him run whatever he wants to run? Like that's the part where I like, did the owner stick him with the offensive coordinator? It's just a weird. Regardless, yeah, sure. I'm sure Chip Kelly's leaking some stuff. I'm sure the Raiders are leaking some stuff. But in what world are you hiring one of the highest priced offensive coordinators to come in and not run his offense? That seems like complete mismanagement of a situation. So yeah, I think the Raiders are. Do we see Aiden O'Connell? That's the only thing that can get me back in on the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't playing this game. I mean,
maybe Geno's not the problem, but yeah,
Geno's pretty banged up too. And I think if you're the Raiders, you at least want to see more of Aiden O'Connell.
They were congratulating Greg Olsen after he led them on a touchdown drive, as if he was like the old grandpa at the family reunion after he like hit the croquet ball in the final stick.
Vegas.
It felt very like charity.
So looking at going back to this guy's ticket from Germany. So these are all same game parlays. He has the same game parlay in the Ravens Jets. So going back to that, with a touchdown and under 58.5.
Love that.
He's got the Bears Steelers. He's got the Bears 203 passing yards. Caleb. Oh man, this thing's huge. Yeah, no, awesome hit though. All right.
It's intimidating. It's so huge.
Yes, it is. It's massive. All right, Kramer, we got to talk about some parlays, some props for Monday Night Football. And of course, if you're looking to get some props, head over to Rhythm, where of course you can tail Rhythm's plays or build your own with their own model. Highly recommend firing up some data backed picks with RITHMM. Download that app. And of course, track your picks in Rhythm for a chance to win $1,000, 25% off with your promo code SGPN25. And that's right. Track your picks for college and NFL for a chance to win $1,000, 25% off with the promo code SGPN25. Rhythm, one of the plays they like. It's a nice little plus money prop. And speaking of prop, what about Prop Douglas, aka Pop Doug?
Whoa.
Pop Douglas, Demario Douglas, over 1.5 receptions plus 106. They like that play. They think it has a 61.7% chance of hitting. They have him at 2.3 receptions. So give that a try if you want to tail it, or just hop into Rhythm and start building your own winners. Track your picks for a chance to win $1,000. Download the Rhythm app today and use that promo code SGPN25. Kramer, New York Giants at the New England Patriots.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
What do you like your props? What's your first prop?
First prop, I'm not sure why they're pricing Isaiah Hodgins so low in any market. Since coming back to the Giants, he's immediately gone for a 42 and 57. You can play his receptions either plus money at 2.5, 1.5 minus odds to go over. But honestly, if you ask me, I think there's two better ways to play it. One, over 20.5 receiving yards is a no-brainer. He's going to run the same stuff that Lil Jordan Humphrey ran.
Who are you talking about?
Isaiah Hodgins.
Okay.
He's going to run the same stuff that we've seen Jackson Dart be willing to go to. He's going to be running the isolated backside dig routes. He's going to be running the one-on-one back shoulder stuff. And he's a reliable big body receiver. So 20.5 receiving yards, go over that. Or if you want to add maybe something to a same game parlay, have some fun. Longest reception is 13.5. He's gone over that in both games since rejoining the Giants as well. So I think he's going to fit into the, improbability of what Jackson Dart does. He's also just I imagine the Lil Jordan Humphrey throw against the Eagles, for example. There's going to be a throw like that to Isaiah Hodgins. So cash in one play probably.
Give me Theo Johnson over 32.5 receiving yards. Pat's not good at defending the tight end. Last game with Jackson Dart, he had 75 receiving yards. I don't know how much of that came with Jameson there, but yeah, give me Theo Johnson over 32.5 receiving yards. Kramer, you like that?
I think Theo has emerged as Jackson Dart's number one target.
Yeah, 32.5 then feels low, especially if the Pats aren't particularly great at it.
I have something very heavily correlated to what you've given out here, but later on in the DGen play.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kramer, what's another prop you like?
Jackson Dart, 31.5 rushing yards over. What are we doing here? He's gonna smash this. So he'll slide maybe. This is very obvious. He's gonna get some wiggle here.
Scadaboo is gonna be on the cart rooting for him.
They were hanging out just this week. We saw Jackson Dart pop up on the Scadaboo stream. I know you're a big you're probably a subscriber, follower.
No.
Likes in the chat.
No, is Scadaboo like setting up a chair for him, give him like a couple beverages in the blue tent, set like a candle, set a vibe.
Well, he got in trouble.
Does he put like a lava lamp in there?
He did talk about getting fined. How the fine was really big when he went in the tent to check on Jackson. Strangely, Sean, the Patriots. I mean, we all know about how their schedule's been easy, but in one of the ways it's been interesting is they have not played a ton of mobile quarterbacks. They have only played Josh Allen and Justin Fields. Those are the only quarterbacks they've played that have any sort of run ability. Now you have Jackson Dart. Josh Allen went 9 for 53. Justin Fields went 11 for 67. It's still going to be part of his game. So I think he gets over 31. And remember, when he got hurt, it was what? It was all the way up to the 42, 43, 44 range. So we're getting a nice discount here. Jackson Dart over 31.5 rushing yards.
I'm going to go the other side of the coin here and take Drake May over 20.5 rushing yards himself. I think with missing the offensive lineman, they might see some pressure. He doesn't mind running. 20.5 feels pretty low. Giants lead the league in rush yards allowed to the quarterback.
It's an auto play.
Feels like a smash, right?
So one, I thought you might play it. Two, I'm on it as well.
Okay.
They give out, and officially what I'm playing though is Drake May 2.5 first quarter rushing yards. He's had 12 carries, Sean, in the first quarters of games. He's played 12 games, so that average is 1 per game. Well, he went for 76 in these 12 carries, so we just need that 1 carry to occur, and we get over. If I'm not the type that plays the first quarter props, and I know some states don't allow the first quarter props or something like that, I would probably play longest rush. Because the thing the Giants are definitely doing every week, and I know they were practicing tackling and with the new defensive coordinator this week.
It's an interesting strategy.
They're going to, just the way that they have some pass rushers, they're going to give up some rushing lanes, and he's just needs that one rush. So I like your angle. I'm on that. I would but my play right here, because the first quarter rush yards over 2.5. for Drake May. Again, 12 for 76 in 12 games this year. Just needs that one run.
All right, let's see. Last prop for me, and then we'll get to some first TDs and some DGen only action. Tyrone Tracy under 47.5 rush yards. The Pats are very good at defending the running back, Ryan, and so I think Tyrone's gonna have some trouble out there.
Yeah, good. I mean, Kafka's been very committed to the run. That would be the counter argument. There's going to be a good volume here.
Okay.
And it's a different kind of run game when you got Jackson Dart back there.
You're a big fan?
Oh, I'm very excited. I was thinking about how excited I was to finally the NFL to give back proper football in the form of Jackson Dart. He's just a magician out there.
Is there any chance, Ryan? Explain your reaction if Jackson Darts gets sent to the blue medical tent on
we're gonna have like I've started. Things take me a little, especially creative things can sometimes take me a while to get going. I have started a letter to the NFL because I don't want to lose the bit when if it happens. But 100%, I'm writing a letter to the NFL. I'm mailing a letter to the NFL.
All right, what's your last prop?
Well, I've given you Isaiah Hodgins 20.5 receiving yards with a bonus over 13.5 longest receptions. I've given you Jackson Dart over 31.5 rush yards, and I've given you Drake May over 2.5 first quarter rush yards.
That's right. Okay, so first touchdowns for me, it's easy. It's quarterback and tight ends. Jackson Dart, Drake May, Hunter Henry, Theo Johnson, Kramer. What do you think of my selections? You have to play both quarterbacks, right?
100%. I'm in on the quarterbacks. What was your Jackson Dart price?
I'll just use the. I didn't give out any of the prices.
Jackson Dart 20-1. That you can find at Novig.
Okay.
Theo Johnson 18-1. I don't recall. I think that was the blue book. And then I'm Drake May 12-1. Pretty much everywhere. I'm not with you on the tight end for the. No, I thought about tight end for the Patriots, but I then realized that I just watched the Giants and whoever is going to be lining up on Matt Collins.
Yeah, I'm going Matt Collins.
He's 15-1. That's another Novig price. The Giants they're playing guys who are 7th round picks, practice squad guys on the outside. And even the guys who are the better players, they're still susceptible to big physical receivers. It's just the way it's always been, with the exception of Cordell Flott. And so I think also they're going to run the ball at the Giants. Why wouldn't you? I think Vrabel's a little bit smarter than some of these other dumb coaches who are gotten cute and forgot about the running game against the Giants. But I think even with the new defensive coordinator, you have to test the run defense. And so I see a lot of Matt Collins on the field. I mean, I'm pretty sure I should have this number, but I'm pretty sure he leads the team in snap count by a wide margin. And because so even last game with Keishan Butte back, Matt Collins still number 1 in skill position snap share. Matt Collins.
Yeah, no, I love
Matt
Collins. And shout out to Damien in the chat saying Austin Hooper 30-1. That's a fun one as well.
So my
rhythm likes Austin Hooper over 9.5 receiving yards. I know as well.
Backup, I would say, looking at both of the backup tight ends in the first touchdown. Bellinger, they're screwing up again. He's back out to 70-1 in the first touchdown market.
So what's your official card here?
Jackson Dart 20-1, Theo Johnson 18-1, Matt Collins 15-1, Drake May 12-1. So we basically have the same.
Yeah, because I'm pivoting to Matt Johnson. Matt Collins.
Yeah, he's gonna have the opportunities, I think.
And it's time for
I'm a degenerate.
Our DegensOnly parlay. For me, it's a little reverse correlation action. Drake May 2 touchdowns, Giants money line +16818.
Drake May 2 touchdowns.
Yes, and the Giants win the game. It's basically the Bo Nix game, but the Giants win the game.
I don't. Okay, I mean, I don't hate it. I also like.
Because it has the Giants winning. That's why you don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but also the 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I guess it's always true. What was his 2 touchdown price?
I think around like 20, low 20s.
All right, so I like your angle. I did have Drake May in my fun DGen play here, which I now realize maybe I should make 2 versions, and I'll on the fly do that. But Drake May, and again, I'm using some alt numbers, so I like the touch. I thought about the touchdown angle, but when I saw that Drake May 50 rushing yards was plus 630, I said I'm building. That's the first piece of my parlay.
Yeah, I mean, just playing him as a rushing yards ladder is fun too, but I'll stick with the 2 touchdowns because the payout's bigger. But you're starting with the 50 rushing yards, and what else you doing?
Well, and then I mentioned it earlier. I like Theo Johnson has emerged as the number 1 receiver for Jackson Dart. Also, a lot of the freestyle stuff, like they seem to be in sync. So we're going Theo Johnson, also 50 yards, which I don't have the price in front of me, but I think it was like 4. Here, I'm just going to pull it up. 225. And then we go Giants money line. And so right there, you're talking about 81 to 1. Oh my God. But I had a little defensive touchdown round robin, which one of the legs on Sunday came home with the Seahawks scoring a touchdown. And the Giants defense is in that round robin. So it would be silly of me to not include them here in this as well. Now I am going to play the 81 to 1 version with just the Theo Johnson 50 yards, Drake May 50 rushing yards, Giants money line. But if you add in a Giants defensive touchdown, and by the way, I saw a friend of the program. I accidentally opened my my text message with Adam Rosenberg before the show. I don't like to get any of his thoughts populating my brain, not negative or positive comment. I just don't like other people's thoughts in my brain before the show. And he did like the Giants to get some sacks. And so check out the Propcast for who he likes. But yeah, I'm going Giants defense in the kitty. That juices it up, Sean, to plus 36660.
Hashtag DegensOnly.
So 3,666 to 1.
Hell yeah. Hey, reminder. This is the last week we're running our holiday promo. So last chance to get 25% off everything in the merch roll. Look at this sweet. The camo hats are awesome. Kramer rocking the DGen University hoodie. We got these awesome Steins. Great gift for someone you know, or just for yourself.
It's
get yourself what you want this holiday season, and that is stuff from our merch store. Promo code holiday, 25% off everything. A good gift for your buddies, the guys in the group chat, and appreciate it. Supporting the brand.
I would say that I definitely was surprised to find how much giving someone the opportunity to get a Refs or Terrorist shirt would make me their friend.
Oh yes,
now I'm getting all the not safe for everyone else jokes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's funny. Now I'm gonna tell you all the real bad stuff. I should. You know what? I'll wear my. On the NFL Pick Show this week, I will wear one of our Christmas sweaters.
Oh, great!
I'll do some modeling. Yeah,
appreciate that, Ryan. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Smash that subscribe button if you're watching live in the chat. Always enjoy hearing from you guys over on YouTube. Toss us a thumbs up. Help defeat the algorithms. And 5 stars on Spotify. Answering all your questions, comments over there. We'll be back tomorrow night talking college football conference championship week. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean Second, the Money Green. He's Ryan.
Jackson has been free.
Kramer, let it ride.